On March 30th, 2012, this is polling you number 7778, the combo issue, day 3, part 4B. Welcome back, bridge friends. In our follow-up segment, we will observe the big boys and girls preempting with questionable values and occasionally make a week 2 bid with no more than a 5-card suit. Okay, here we go. Now let's kibit the pros playing at the 2012 Toronto Nationals playing the finals of the top spin gold tournament, with everyone vulnerable holding ace 10 6 times in diamonds, king third in hearts, king doubleton in spades, and 2 small clubs. What do you suppose the pros do with this hand? Well, yes, despite our lackluster diamond suit, aggressive champs are opening 2 diamonds with 2 outside entries. On our second hand, with everyone vulnerable, the pros hold king 10 6 times in diamonds, queen 9 fourth in spades, 3 hearts, and a club void. Their bid and yours? It's a pass this time. If the vulnerability isn't already enough concern to avoid opening a poor diamond suit, it's bad form to preempt with a good 4-card side suit in the majors. Okay, no one is vulnerable on our third hand, and we hold ace jack 10 7 times, jack 10 third in hearts, queen doubleton in spades, and a stiff small club. What's the bid? Correct. With 3 honors and 7 long, the near self-sustaining suit should be an easy 3-level preempt despite the vulnerability. Besides, the poor major suit honors are at best questionable values. On our fourth hand, this time the pros have unfavorable vulnerability with ace jack 9 6 times in hearts, queen third in spades, 3 small diamonds, and a stiff club jack. Now what? Well, here's a split decision. One pro opened 2 hearts while the other initially passed but then mysteriously entered the auction on his own after both opponents made a call. Move the side suit queen to the heart suit, and I suspect that the disciplined pro would also open this hand when vulnerable. Now clearly, it pays to establish and follow partnership agreements when it comes to preempting, especially when vulnerable. Well, here's a twist. With no one vulnerable, what do you suppose the pros bid when holding ace 10 6 times in diamonds, ace jack 5th in clubs, 2 small hearts, and a void in spades? Well, surprising to some of us, our pros apparently love the 6-5 come alive, and both opened 1 diamond with their 9 high card point hand, despite lacking even a semi-self-sustaining suit. While this may not be your favorite bid, apparently the pros figured it's now or never. You could not bring themselves to pass with a 6-5 hand. 4 honors in the minor suits, despite the fact 2 of them are fairly punky. Next, all vulnerable. Our pros hold ace 6 times in hearts, ace 10 fourth in clubs, 3 small spades, and zip in diamonds. Do they open, preempt, or pass? Well, the top professional goes for the 2 heart call despite the nice 4-card club suit. As an added twist, it is the younger, less seasoned pro who respectfully passed when vulnerable on this holding. Hand number 7. Again, all vulnerable in first seat, the pros hold a great diamond suit, ace, king, queen, 10 6 times, jack 3 times in hearts, 9 8 third in clubs, and the lonely spade queen. What do you suppose they bid here? And the answer is 1 diamond. No preempts here, they say, appreciating the gorgeous self-sustaining diamond suit. Yes, we should expect partner would bid 1 spade, but we can rebid our diamond suit at least 1 time. And even if our partner has only a singleton diamond and winds up in 3 no trump, these rock crushers have a good chance to generate 6 tricks as long as one of the opponents does not hold jack 4th in the suit. On hand number 8, with no one vulnerable and sitting in the second seat, the pros hold king, jack, 10, 9, 6 times in diamonds, jack 10 fourth in spades, jack 3 times in hearts with no clubs at all. And their bid? At both tables, the pros pass this auction, avoiding a preempt that might cause them to miss a spade fit. Not only does the spade suit have 2 honors, you will recall when we preempt in the second seat, there is a 50-50 chance our preempt will disrupt our partner's bidding. Now mind you, in the third seat, we would not be surprised to see some players shoot in a preemptive bid with this holding. On hand number 9, here the pros have favorable vulnerability and are holding King, Queen, Jack 10 tight in hearts, King, Jack 10 fourth in diamonds, 3 small clubs to the 10, and 2 small spades. Again, the pros were split on their calls with this 10 high card pointer. Well, this time, the emerging pro shoots in a 1 heart call, figuring the 4 honors should help compensate for the missing 5th heart, while our longtime pro eases in with a 1 diamond call. Now really, both are opening with 10 points and flattish 4-4-3-2 shape when vulnerable. So what's up here? Well, with 8, count them, 8 honors and 2 chunky suits, our pros aren't prepared to let these red suit potential going to waste if the rest of the table passes with these 10 high card point hands. I could see making a 1 heart call when holding 4 toppers, the ace, king, queen, jack, but maybe not so much with the king, queen, jack 10. Well, despite the obvious benefit of lead direction, this time the upcoming pro found his bid didn't bear fruitful results when the dust settled after the auction was over. And on hand number 10, all vulnerable in third seat. What is the call when holding a fantastic diamond suit? Ace, queen, jack, 10-9, 7 times, queen third in spades, 2 small hearts, and a singleton club. With 9 high card points here, plus 3 distribution points that rates beyond a semi-self-sustaining suit, with 4 honors and 7 long, what do you suppose they opened here? Well, third seat is the key, and our pros both had no problem opening 3 diamonds, despite everyone being vulnerable. Now, as you'll recall, in the earlier 6-5 minor suit hand, our pros favored 1 diamond call. But the big difference here is the seat. After 2 passes, chances for game are bleak when holding a long, strong minor suit. So the favored action-based call is a 3-level preempt opening bid in the third seat. Well, okay, let's take a look at some of these shapely 5-4-3-1 hands and bid along with the pros where they might make a weak 2 preempt with a 5-card suit along with a 5-4-3-1 shape. Whoa, 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 hold on a minute. No, I'm not suggesting that you freely start indiscriminately preempting with 5-4-3-1 hands. However, looking to discover when the pros might venture these bids, we may want to adopt some of the principles when making our week 2 bids with a 6-card suit. And I would suggest that you consider when it might be a good idea to make a week 2 bid in third seat with a 5-card suit, a 5-4-3-1. Also, at the end of this lesson, we will review a nifty conventional treatment to discover whether partners week 2 preempt in first or second seat was based upon a 5 or a 6-card suit. Okay, on our first hand, in spades, we have queen, jack 10, 9, 7 spot 5 times. Diamonds is queen 10 fourth, 9-8-6 in clubs, and 1 singleton heart. Bidding like a pro, what might you bid here? Well, if you're an aggressive type, non-vulnerable, opening 2 spades does have its merits. Here, we're holding the spade suit along with 5 working honors and 4 body cards. But with not 1 primary honor, we shouldn't get too excited with this type of a slow, trick-fetching hand, so we'd best avoid preempting except when the stars are all in the right position. That's based upon, yes, our environmental factors, such as being non-vulnerable, such as being in third or first seat, and so on. Okay, on our next hand, unfortunately, we don't control the spade suit this time. Holding 5 diamonds with the king, queen, 10-9 fifth, 9-8 4 times in clubs, king 10 third in hearts, and a stiff lonely spade. When might you open 2 diamonds when bidding like a pro? Well, would you believe the pros tell us they would venture a weak 2 diamond call with any vulnerability? Well, things seem a bit iffy with only 5 honors. This 8 high card point holding has several pluses. First, preempting 2 diamonds with a singleton spade will almost never lead to a penalty double. Certainly the opponents will bid spades and your partner may hold a handful themselves. Second, making a now or never diamond bid will provide great lead direction if defending. Still, for me, I'm troubled a bit that despite the outside primary honor, Heart King entry, the diamond suit ought to be a 6-card suit when your partner places a contract in 3 no trump. But there again, if you have this way to differentiate between a 5 and a 6-card suit, that isn't as much a problem. Of course, this is a matter all of partnership style, so when playing competitively, please be sure to lock in your agreements, especially when playing vulnerable in a team imp game where you have 500 points bonus at stake. Or you're playing a contract bridge game, perhaps for money. Or you're playing for your ego, your pride, and your honor. On our next hand, again, we are blessed with the Master Spade suit. This time, our 5-4-3-1 hand has King, Queen, 10-9 fifth in spades, Queen, Jack, 9 fourth in clubs, 3-1 in the red suits with 3 small diamonds and a singleton stiff in hearts. Our bid? Yes, our pros and aggressive bidders would jump to 2 spades, completely ignoring the vulnerability this time with this terrific hand. Now here, they smile holding 5 honors with connected 9s, all working, plus control of the spade suit. While opening with a weak 2 bid in a 5-4-3-1 shape may not be your cup of tea with adverse vulnerability, let's take a look at this hand from a losing trick count viewpoint. Now true, we shouldn't be counting our partnership fit just yet, but most of the time our partner will have more than 2 tricks when we are only holding 8 high card points, right? Additionally, let's take a look at our suit quality in spades. We have 3 honors plus the 9, and a 5-card suit equals 8 plus. So it should take at least 3 and perhaps 4 tricks most of the time. Further, that club suit has very good potential considering the lovely connected 9 spot. So even with no more than 2 spade card support from partner, this looks like no worse than a 7 losing trick count hand, which is our normal opener with 12 to 14 points. We are holding 1 spade loser, 1 heart, 3 diamonds, and probably not more than 2 in clubs. Optimistic, you say? Perhaps, yet when playing against the pros, they are always looking for an edge and carefully value hands like this one that appears a sleeper to many other players. And remember, long live the almighty spade suit. Well, okay then, let's ratchet down the honors to 3 on this hand and only 5 high card points. When might the pros make a call when holding Ace, Jack, 10-9 fifth in hearts, 4 small in diamonds, 2 small in both spades and clubs? Well, our pros wouldn't open this hand except when non-vulnerable, and certainly not their bid of choice in second seat. Yet, a preemptive weak 2 heart bid does have some merit in the third seat. Despite the working heart honors, the 4-card side suit is really lethargic, and with the 2 doubletons, it's certainly of less value than a 3-1 on the side suits. On our final hand, our pros hold Ace, Queen, 10-9-7 in diamonds, Jack, 10-9-7 in clubs, 3-1 in spades and hearts. So what do you think? Is there a call here? Our pro authors suggest preempting 2 diamonds, but only when your side is non-vulnerable. Now true, we have 5 honors, both the connected 9s and all the 7s, yet the club suit is somewhat suspect. Now going back a few hands, the pros freely open 2 spades with any vulnerability and 8 high card points. So why not do it here? Well, let's stack up the hands side by side. While our prior hand, shown on the right, is missing the ace, the suit has equal chances to set up 4 tricks. But compare and contrast the club suits. The hand on the right is definitely worth 1 trick more than the counterpart on the left. Now both suits have a suit quality of 8, nearly worthy of a self-sustaining suit status. With a partnership fit, the hand on the left has 8 losers, while our prior hand, shown on the right, has only 7 losing trick count, with 2 losers in the majors, 3 in diamonds, and perhaps 2 in clubs. Bottom line, it's variances like these where pros excel, and we can progress by studying hand evaluation subtleties. Well, okay then, if you're really excited about adopting 2-level preempts in first or second seat with 5-card suits, that is a 5-4-3-1, perhaps you should be considering adding a special conventional asking bid. Now, like the August feature asking bid we saw in the prior lesson segment, here the responder begins with a typical 2 no-trump asking bid. Before exploring our 5-card responses, let's take a look at the responses when the opener indeed holds a 6-card weak 2 suit. Skipping 3 clubs for just a moment, with a 6-card minimum, we respond with 3 diamonds, 3 hearts is the bid we use with a medium hand, and with a maximum hand, the call is 3 spades. Small, medium, and large. Determine your minimum or maximum hands based upon the trump quality and the presence of outside chunky honors. Now, as always, with a solid running ace, king, queen 6 times in trumps and 6 long, immediately jump to 3 no trump in order to share the awesome holding, and don't be too surprised if your partner starts thinking about slam territory. Well, now then, when we only hold a 5-card suit when preempting in first or second seat, after partner's 2 no trump query, our response is 3 clubs, the first step. Should partner then make a 3 diamond call, this is also an artificial conventional call asking for further clarification on the opener's weak 2 hand. Needless to say, all of these bids are artificial, conventional bids requiring alert warnings to the opponents. Well, okay, after 2 no trump query and 3 club response showing a 5-carder, ostensibly a 5-4-3-1, and then 3 diamonds as a second query, the preemptor now responds first, second, or third step with minimum, medium, or maximum values. So after 3 diamonds ask, 3 hearts shows a minimum hand. 3 spades shows a medium in between hand, and 3 no trump would show the maximum hand with a 5-4-3-1. I think that's going to be a 7 losing trick count. Shrew. Well, now here's a convention where partnerships must both be alert and have good memories to avoid ending up in serious trouble. Ah, the joys of conventional bids. While the prior convention was only for preempts in the first and second seat, let us conclude by reinforcing our tip for those preempting in the third seat, potentially with a 5-card suit. In the third seat then, when your partner might make a more speculative preempt with a 5-card suit, maybe not even a 5-4-3-1, and sometimes questionable values, try not to be too quick to punish your partner with your rebid and raise partners with less than 4-card support. Otherwise, your partner might be playing at a 3-level contract with no better than a 5-3 fit. And if your side is vulnerable, it would certainly be helpful if you also held a singleton or 2 doubletons. Remember that in third seat, your partner may be taking some liberties by bidding your hand, so try not to punish your local hero by pushing the contract level to the 3 level without supporting values. Well, congratulations, bridge friends. You've graduated from our advanced lesson on preempts. Now, no doubt, preempts are a lot like the proverbial iceberg, with a lot more under the water than meets our eyes up on the surface. So before navigating preemptive bids with your partner, it pays good dividends to first chart your course with sound agreements and paying attention to those dangerous conditions. Consider vulnerability, relative seat, partnership style, conventional agreements, the environmental factors, and for those of you playing rubber bridge at home, whether or not you have the luck to be seated in the same direction as the orientation of the bathtub in the home. Just kidding. But before closing, we do have several more hands in Part 4E to illustrate additional intermediate concepts on preemptive bidding that steers clear of all of the advanced concepts we've discussed here on Part 4. Otherwise, if you're already up to speed, then until next time in our continuing saga on losing trick count, cover cards, suit quality, and self-sustaining suits, Happy bridge trails to you until we meet again. Bye now.